Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. I was trying to be spooky, but I'm not a spooky person. But anyhow, so it is currently 5:15 p.m. on the 30th of October. And I've wanted to do this for like the past like week, but I just haven't really had like the right time, or like other things have been happening. But here's the idea: I want to read for 24 hours straight. And okay, I don't know if you can see in the video, but like there's the clock up there and it is working. I'm not lying to you, it is 5:15 on the 30th of October, so none of this will be, I won't be lying to you, I won't be making stuff up and pretending I filmed it like days ago. I would show you on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone. But anyhow, that doesn't, like, just believe me, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna do a 24-hour readathon, which I've never done before. It'll be my first one ever. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I don't know, but I want to read like spooky-ish books because it's obviously Halloween. It's like in like a couple of hours, a couple of minutes probably for you. But anyway, so I've got 3 that I would like to get to, and then I've already, okay, I'll quickly tell you what they are. It's The Ghost of Thomas Kemp by Penelope Lively, which is quite like a short read I just found. The Lamplighters by Emma Stonex, which this cover is honestly so beautiful. Like I mean, like it's so nice, like there's like the glittering and the gold and stuff. And the one I'm probably going to start now is The Manning Tree Witches by A.K. Blakemore, and this also has like shiny stars. And this is basically, I'll tell you about the other ones when I get to them, if I get to them. This is about England, 1643, puritanical fervour has gripped the nation. In Manning Tree, depleted of men since the Civil War began, the women are left to their own devices. But then Matthew Hopkins, who is the Witchfinder General, I think, comes to town and is asking questions and casting accusations. Mistrust and unease seep into the lives of the women. Caught between betrayal and persecution, what must Rebecca West do to survive? So yeah, so it says, I don't think it's probably like a witchy, like spooky witchy one. It's more about like striking and amazingly fresh historical novel and timeless meditation on the male abuse of power. So it's sort of more like from like a female like powerish perspective, which I honestly am here for. It's just that it all have sort of like a spooky-ish element-ish Halloween-y thing, because like witches, I don't know. And then the other one that I've been listening to on audiobook on YouTube while sort of like going along on an ebook is The Lost Stratovarius by someone that I will tell you if I get to it. But so I think I've like listened to about like chapter 4 or 5, but then when I put it on I just go to sleep. So yeah, so I don't know when I'm going to be doing that. I'll probably maybe listen to that when I'm like doing things that I can't like be reading at the same time, if you get what I mean, like when I'm like eating or something. But anyway, yeah, so you just saw me make a coffee. I made a pumpkin praline pie coffee thing. I mean, it's okay. That syrup is honestly not very nice. It's quite like sickly, like sweet. I should have just got pumpkin like pie flavor, but they only had that one in TK Maxx, is where I buy my coffee syrups from, and it was on offer for like £2. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try, but honestly, it's not worth it. But anyway, so I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, start reading this, and I'll give you an update very soon, hopefully. I hope this video goes to plan. Also, I don't plan to sleep, because some people like do this and they sleep, and I was like, well, it's not really 24 hours reading, is it? Because you're sleeping for some of it. But I might feel different when I get to that point. But anyway, yep. See you soon. so I'm on page 45. It's okay. Uh, it's just like it's changing from like first person to like third, and yeah, it's a little bit like hard to follow. I like some like the writing and stuff and stuff, and I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I know the main character, I think, is in like 1640s, and the word queer was like meant like weird and like strange. But it's written in 2021, and I've already like seen it like 5 times, and I'm on page 48, and I don't really know why when it doesn't really have that like meaning anymore. I'm like, why aren't you choosing another word? Like, I haven't seen like weird or anything like once. I know, okay, maybe it's just because like it's set in that time and that's what the character would have said. But still, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Just a thought. Also, I'm so tired. I'm getting through this really slowly. It's just, I don't know. It's not that engaging, I feel. Yeah, but basically we're following the main character Rebecca, and just talking about like the town and like the fact that like there's like the war and the men are going off, and all like the women are sort of just like gossiping and stuff, and how like nobody really likes her mother and like the other like widows and stuff, and she doesn't really have that good relationship with her mum because they're just like in like a tight little room, and yeah, she's just like talking with her friend Judith, and just they go into on of Manningtree. Actually, I was looking up because I was like, is it a real place? It's actually a real place in Essex. So yeah, see you soon. Little update. So it's currently 12:30 a.m. So it's officially Halloween. So happy Halloween, because I hope to post this at like 6. I don't know, 6, 7. But anyway, obviously it'll be posted when it's posted. But happy Halloween. I'm kind of tired. I can't really go to sleep, but I'm not. I'm gonna try and pull through. But anyway, yeah. So I've got to page 104. Just as we're about to go into the next year, 1644, and basically I'm sort of getting more about what the story is. So it all kind of stems from the main character Rebecca, her mother, and these other like group of like widows, that were all sort of like a little bit like outcastish from the town. She sees like a boy crabbing like on like the seafront bit, and then she's like, oh, why are you wasting like good food and you're gonna catch a cold? And then the boy doesn't answer her, so then one of the other ones is like, why aren't you answering the Bedlam, not Bedlam wench, Bedlam West? And then he's like, oh, my mother told me not to speak to her and your lot or something. And then the Bedlam, the Rebecca's mum, like pulls the boy by his ear and is like sort of like berating him sort of in like the street, and then like sort of like drops him on like the floor ish, and he like scrapes his chin or something, and then like there's like a commotion, and like the mum comes in, and also the what's he called, Matthew Hopkins, which I thought was the witch man in general, but I don't know if he actually is. He's just some guy that's like all dressed in black, and he's like pious, like Puritan-y sort of person. And then a little bit after, the main woman, she sort of is having like these like thoughts of like, am I getting like a devil person coming to me? Because like she does like not an incarnation, like a, can't remember the word, and thinks she sees like a shadow, and then her mum tells her that like a man dressed in black came to her when like she was a baby and told her to like throw her in the fire, so she put her like near the fire, but then she got safe and stuff. But anyway, the boy that the mother was arguing with, he has like these convulsions and is like saying like I want to eat the Bible and stuff, and everyone in the town's like, what is happening? And then the minister person is like, be wary, the devil is among us. There's like, yeah, be suspicious. And then suspicion and stuff is like right within the town, and because Rebecca's mum is the one that like sort of like they I think I don't know, but I think they're gonna like suspect her of being like a witch and like bewitching him. But at the moment, the Matthew Hopkins is like, he had like a weird dream about like seeing like these different like women like doing like a unholy meal. And yeah, he definitely doesn't like Rebecca, and I think that's all what it's going to be. But at the moment, I am definitely getting more into it now. I still don't like how like it's like first and third person. You don't. It's sort of like mixed. It's a bit. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not. I don't really want to read that any more of it at the moment. But I will try and get some more of it after. So I'm gonna listen to some of the Lost Stradivarius on audiobook and read a bit on ebook, like on my laptop, on iPad. Just to have a bit of like a different sort of story and medium. But basically what the story is about these two guys at like Oxford, and when they play a certain like violin piano tune or something, then they think that there's like a ghost apparition presence that comes in a chair and like listens and then like goes away when they stop playing and stuff. So yep, so I'm gonna listen / read some of that and give you an update soon. Oh my god, I am so tired. Reading is just doing things to my brain. So although I was like, it doesn't count if you can sleep a bit, but I think I am gonna sleep a bit, just for like a couple hours. It's currently 3 a.m. If you can see, just so I'm not lying, but till 2:59 a.m. So I got to chapter 11. Well, I just finished chapter 10. Of the Lost Stradivarius by John Mead Faulkner. Basically, it's about, like I said, this guy is playing this music, and it like, sort of like makes like a apparition thing happen in the chair, and then he goes up and goes away, and then like sort of like it just goes along. And then he finds hidden in the back of the cupboard, like back of like a bookcase, he finds an old like violin, like a proper like Stradivarius made violin, like really like antique, valuable, all that. And then he gets like valued and stuff, and then he's sort of like getting like just like obsessed with like this violin, like playing the violin and stuff, and he finds out sort of like, well, basically the way it's being told is from the main guy's sort of like sister is telling the story to John, the main guy's son, Edward, I think. I can't remember what her name is though. But basically he's about to get married and stuff, and just like he's just getting like so obsessed with the violin. He's sort of like having like weird like ill episodes and things. But yeah, so I know I think I want to read but I am really tired. So I'm gonna maybe I might like set my alarm for like 7 or 8, and then just try and read from then.
Well, it's not really 24 hours reading though, is it? Because you're sleeping for some of it.
Yeah, so I will see you when I get up. I look so bad. Oh my. No, thank you. It's like 9:30 now. Oopsie. I'm gonna start reading. Hey. So I finished. I'll just hold it because I like showing it. I finished the Lost Stradivarius. I honestly I don't really know what to give it. I've given it 3 stars at the moment, but I don't really know. Basically, I tell you what it's about. It's about like the sister telling the story of like the John man who plays a violin. A presence comes and he finds a violin, and he like goes to like Italy with his like on honeymoon to like relive like the like events sort of thing, and like places that the old violin's owner Adrian something, who so happens to be his wife's like ancestor, so that's a coincidence. And then like sort of like a horror or something happens to him, but we don't really notice to actually the end, so sorry if I spelled that. But like I mean I don't go into detail. And then he sort of like his personality changes. He like does like becomes like distant. He's just up in his room playing his violin all the day. He doesn't like really like care about his like wife and like child and like other things and stuff. And then he goes off to Italy, and then he gets ill, and then his sister comes and brings him back, and then just like certain things that happen. So yeah, it definitely started out very intriguing and like a Victorian-esque like ghost story that I was like here for. But then it just kind of went meh, you know. It's kind of like a lot of like needless like detail that I'm just like right. And then you sort of like need to know a bit about like these sort of like pagan-esque Italian philosophers and theologians and stuff that like I didn't really like get like their significance, but like sort of like reading reviews and like they say like how like their sort of like impact. I don't really know, but it sort of like comes to like a moralist sort of tale, and it loses its charm. And I didn't really feel for any of the characters. Like I didn't really have like any relatability or like empathy for them that much. And yeah, I don't know. The writing was okay. It was like understandable. It was just like a little bit needless. So yeah, so I finished that one. So I'm happy I finished at least one book today. And yeah, so I'm gonna have my coffee because it's currently it's like coming up to 1 p.m. So I don't have that long, but I might just do a little bit like after, and just I do not know how this video is going to go today, but anyway, so I'm going to start reading some of The Ghost of Thomas Kemp by Penelope Lively. I thought this was like Victorian-esque because like I don't know, it just gave me like vibes, but it actually was written like 1973, so yeah. And the other one was like written like 1890 something, so I like it when I read a classic. Like it just makes me feel like I've done something. Even though like I much prefer contemporaries. But anyhow, so I'm gonna start on this. I don't really know what's about. It's about a 17th century sorcerer materializes and tries to make a modern boy his apprentice. His malicious activities make it imperative to remove him, but how? Okay. And there's like it's like about 150 pages, and there's a few illustrations, like not many. I mean, there's someone like okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna start this and give you an update soon. So I've read to like page 25 or something, and basically it's like a third person account of like a family. James and his like sister and parents moved to like an old cottage, and then there's sort of like writings in like a weird like old sort of like handwriting and like spelt like weird, and that are like appearing on like a blackboard and like a piece of paper and like a prescription and stuff, and like James is sort of like being like blamed for it and like things like that, and then he's like, I'm gonna see who was writing this stuff because it ain't me, and yeah, so I think that's probably gonna be the like the sorcerer person that like materializes. Yeah, I thought it was like an adult book, but I think it's like written more like children's-y, like middle grade, which I don't mind. Like it's easy to get through. So yeah, but I'm gonna go down now and make some like brunch or something. So I don't know if I'm gonna read. I'll probably read some more like when I'm down. But yeah. Hello again. This has been such a mess. It's currently 3 p.m. I haven't read anything since. I just came down, I made some brunch, and I just watched a bit of YouTube. But anyhow, I've got a little pumpkin. I plan to try and do like a time lapse. I put on this like playlist of like Halloweeny, spooky-ish music stuff. I've got another little coffee in my little ghosty cup, and I'm gonna try and read a bit more of the Ghost of Thomas Kemp. I'm not gonna finish this vlog at 5 p.m. like I suspected. At 5 I'll go have my appointment, and then when I come back I will just read a bit more because I'm determined to finish at least another book today. And I mean I did sleep for a bit, so anyway, yeah, so hopefully the time lapse goes to plan and you will see it. Okay, see you in a bit. Hi. So this is going to be the last update for this video because so it's currently 6:30, so I have gone over like the full 24 hours, and even though I did sleep and stuff, anyhow I want to try and edit and get up today. So a little update, I got to page 64 in the Ghost of Thomas Kemp. It's okay, it's just like it says on the back, the sorcerer materializes and tries to make it Bottomway his apprentice, which like he is sort of doing, and like these notes and stuff happening, and he's trying to figure out like how to like make people see the ghosts and stuff, yeah, I mean it's getting all right. So I'm gonna finish this book, same with the Manning Tree Witches, which so I've got about like a third through both of these. So I have started quite a third of a book of 2 books. Is still not too bad. So yeah, so check my Goodreads or StoryGraph for a review of these when I actually do finish them, which shouldn't be too long. Should be probably the next like few days. And I don't know if I'm gonna put them in my October wrap up because I will see, or they might be, I don't know. But anyway, but then I thought about like 40ish minutes ago. No, a bit less than that. I don't know, that I was going to start the manga Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1 by Sui Ishida, translated by Joe Yamazaki. I hope I'm saying this correctly. And I've got to page like 50, like the first like section, and I'm really intrigued. So I am gonna finish this probably like soon, but you also have to check my Goodreads for the review because I want to get this video up soon. But basically we're following the main character Ken Kaneki. I'm so bad, I'm so sorry. So basically he gets like out on a date by like a girl he fancies, and all she wants from him is his body to eat. And this is from like that little bit there, so that's just like the first little bit, which is the main bit. And then something happens, and sort of like her body organs and something are transplanted into him, so I'm guessing he turns into a ghoul like her. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely really intrigued. And so yeah, so I'm going to continue reading this soon and check my good reads. I do hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was a complete mess, and I didn't really do the challenge properly. I mean, I did sort of, but not really. I don't know. I'm a chaotic mess, and we live for it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it anyhow, and I will see you very soon. Bye bye.